like I'm getting a Matt Damon Bourne ultimatum complex here. Pretending I understand how the world works.
Even all the aliens.
Nothing I say here is really going to put me in danger. I just have a Jason Bourne complex. Just, the words just keep coming out. It's like, okay, Saudi Arabia is America's ally, and Israel is America's ally, so I don't know. Was Israel and Saudi Arabia behind 9/11? Oh, that was so hard to figure out. Can we get on to the next subject, please? It's like, okay, we know who did 9/11, just a bunch of elitists. Can we get back to reality now? It's like, good, the big ugly building's gone. It was full of asbestos anyway, I just heard.
Yeah.
They somehow they perfectly crashed planes into buildings, and maybe it melted, maybe it didn't. I don't know. Maybe it was demolished.
No, they tried to melt buildings.
I say that was. It's just one of those little minor signs of a loss. Like, America, your bubbles burst.
These buildings that they had to tear down.
Okay, Bill O'Reilly. Yeah, Bill O'Reilly.
The same materials, and they did not ever melt. They tried
well, I saw a picture of a building that was burning for days, and it never melted. So
they don't melt. That's iron.
Not even with jet fuel. I know it collapsed from the top, and if it was all a metal frame, that is so strange.
It collapsed from the bottom. Even the janitors were getting in trouble for saying that there was explosion at the bottom.
Okay, I guess you. Maybe it's a benefit to read the story, and you're getting more details.
Huh?
Oh, hey, I was talking to a guy about the caverns that connect all the continents. I said, have you heard of the book Journey to the Center of the Earth? And I said, there's like this cavern system that connects the continents, and there was a rumor in this conspiracy theory book that the Mormon temple in Salt Lake City was on top of one of those caverns. The reptile it's the reptile caverns. Then I said because there's one up way up in Canada that's like only an indigenous tribe is nearby, and they say when people have gone back towards that big hole that they disappear. And then there's like a subway in Hong Kong that goes into the caverns. Have you ever seen that website? Okay, where were we? Let's get back to it. Gold Dinaar. Hey, the Gold Dinaar subject's pretty good because the way they're doing it in Jakarta and he said Eastern Malaysia. I think that's like the remote parts of Malaysia. Like it won't work in Kuala Lumpur because he says the NWO police come in and they disassemble the operation. And the operation is basically they have something that cuts circles out of gold, and they have gold coins, and they can trade their vegetables, and it makes their neighborhood. It's bartering. It's basically a bartering system, and then you read the book of transactions, and you see all the ways to make it like a sacred transaction. So every time you do it, both people feel good, and like it's a progress towards. Right. Well, yeah, you get an opportunity to have a righteous trade and do it right with, like, the gold is worth the same amount as a bag of vegetables or something. It's equal value. You don't just give a 2-cent worth piece of paper for something that's worth a lot. Like you have a briefcase full of paper. The paper's only worth $5, but the numbers of the paper will say it's worth $1,000.
The bankers have a vested interest in the state, i.e. the people, incurring as much debt as possible. They are behind the Marxist, socialist, and liberal movements, which call for big government and social spending. They are behind the catastrophic wars of the last century. Naturally, if you can create money out of thin air, then there's a powerful incentive to use debt to control populations and take over.
That's how the Ottoman Empire was disassembled. Because the Ottoman Empire was over like Jewish and Christian territories that had usurious systems, and that eventually made the Ottoman Empire crumble during World War I. That's what Turkey did. I think the territory of where the Ottoman Empire was is just like a blessed land anyway, because Turkey's there now, and they were the first ones to go visit Burma. Like sometimes it's just the location is blessed or cursed, or it has weird energy, or like you can tell where you are now has different energy than when we were down in Albuquerque or something. The Southwest. You know the energy of the, you know when you go to different places, the energy of the land is different everywhere. It's got a different character, and then the people react differently to it. That's why I remember Medina. Medina was supposed to be if you went to Medina, then if you went to Medina and endured the hardships, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam would be a personal witness for you on the day of resurrection. That's like an actual. That's an act that you can do that makes your day of resurrection really like better than everyone else's. But it's not just like doing the Hajj and going to. I mean, I think you still have to do the Hajj. That's the obligatory. But this is like a voluntary like move to Medina and just endure the hardships there, and that would. I think. Well, yeah, because he might have started out in Medina. We'll have to get our historian. Can we get a historian on this?
Yeah.
We still need to get you some more.
Are you done babbling?
I sound like I hope I sound like Babel. I don't want to sound like the know-it-all that I think I'm sounding like I am because I'm drinking coffee and it makes me think I'm really smart.
Oh, okay. Anyway,